Hello, hello, hello there, and greetings from Vietnam. Nemo Ashong here, founder of Enjoyment and leader of the Pioneer community. It is an absolute pleasure to be able to come and say hello to you this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Today, I just want to talk a little bit here about being unapologetically yourself. I left a quote to start out this whole thing. I make no apologies. This is me. It's a quote from, if you've been watching me, you know that This Is Me, the song from The Greatest Showman, is it's my anthem. It's literally the song that was written for me. I have a theme song, which is Feel So Good by Chuck Mangione. Goes something like, morning's here, the morning's here, sunshine is here, the sky is clear, the morning's here, get in the gear, friendship is near. All right, the dark of night has disappeared. I didn't plan on doing this one, but it goes out. This one I'm going to dedicate to Cindy and Alex. Good morning, morning's here. But this idea of being unapologetic, not even the idea, the freedom of being unapologetically yourself. That is what I want to sit here and talk a little bit about today. So you're seeing me as I am right before. I'm actually going to clear off a little bit of the screen real quick. Give me 1 second. Hopefully this ends up being a little bit clearer for all of you. So you're seeing me right now in Vietnam. Nicole and I have been in Vietnam for the past few days and enjoying just what this Hoi An in particular has to offer. As you may know, Nicole's an amazing planner, and we get a chance to experience a number of different things as a result. And I want to thank all of you that are here live watching this here. Please, if any comments come to mind, go ahead and share this. Like, this is one of the things that allows the live experience to be something different. Like, I can interact with you. So feel free to leave a comment. Let me know where you are in the world. But if you look behind me, there's actually a sign up here. I don't know what it says, but I've been learning a little bit about how to read Vietnamese. I can actually try it a little bit there. I'm seeing Scott Malamet here. How are you, Scott? It is great to see you. How have things been? It's been a while. Really happy to see you. Alonzo, welcome, welcome. Just really, really thrilled to see each and every one of you here. As things go on, like, leave a message. Let me know what's going on in your life, what's going on for you. I want to talk a little bit today about being unapologetically yourself. Now, this is a thing that came up to me. Actually, I think the first time I ever remember thinking this thought was actually with my first coach, Chris Repolles, the Phoenix coach, you know, and she's awesome. Chris, if you're watching this here, thank you for the marvelous work that you did with me to get me to this point. And we had an opportunity to go to an event. She's now really making great strides in the landmark arena, and we brought me in and we went through an exercise, and there was something there that just came out at the end of it saying, like, I just want to be unapologetically Nemo. And I remember just writing that down and stating it out loud, and it felt good. But I kind of let it sit there. It's been months since that happened, because that was an experience that happened in New York. And then the other week I ended up at the Rich Litvin Public Intensive, and that thought came to mind again. Just being unapologetically myself. And what I mean by that is not that I want to go out there and cause destruction or, like, you know, knock a bunch of people down and be like, not saying sorry, or sorry, I'm not sorry. None of that. What it really comes down to is just being able to walk out in life and not have to feel like I have to be one way or another. I can just be me, and I don't have to apologize for it. I don't have to worry about being too much for other people, or saying too much, or not knowing enough, right? I can just be me in the moment. And so what I wanted to do, and this is probably more for me and my posterity, when I leave beautiful Vietnam, to remember some of the things that just happened just because I chose to be unapologetically myself. I think one of the things that's really striking me right now is yesterday we got a chance to participate in an amazing experience from Coconut Fragrances here in Vietnam. We got picked up. Well, Nicole and I got breakfast down in the hotel. We got picked up by our tour guide. We entered the car, joined with 6 other people, and drove to a nearby market where we started learning about some of the different spices and things that were going to be involved in our cooking class for the day. About 10 minutes into that experience, I'd made a few friends. I consider them friends, right? 10 minutes in, and there were some gentleman shows up. And then all of a sudden, the tour guide stops and he points at me and Nicole and says, "Oh, you're supposed to go with this guy. You're in the wrong tour." Then they literally pulled us out of the tour and took us to some other place. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this first tour group came in, picked us up from our hotel. I'm like, who is this guy? What's going on here? Like, how do I actually know that this is legitimate? He showed us the email stream, the email conversation he and Nicole had to set things up. So it did fuel me with confidence from there. But that then started off a journey of a day that I hope to never forget. I then ended up meeting another six new people. Nadia, it's so great to see you. I ended up meeting 6 new people out there, and what came from that was a day that not only had cooking, right? We went through the experience of like, okay, we'll go ahead, we'll do cooking, a cooking class, but then we walked into the market, and Nicole and I made an agreement. We're like, we don't want to be branded as like the people who got lost, the people who went on the wrong tour. So, ooh, hello me. So we just jumped into the experience, and what came from it there was an experience of being able to see the market, being able to experience Vietnam from more of a local perspective, understanding different things around what constitutes beauty here, understanding what life is like on a regular basis, understanding how different people go and relax, and all these things were brought up in just the first half hour of us walking through the market together as this new group. And I really have to hand it to Coconut Fragrances because it was fantastic. The experience was unlike anything else that I experienced before. And generally speaking, I bring all this up here because throughout the day, I mean, Nicole and I, we came late. We were just we could have been catching up, but we're like, you know what? We're going to just play the game as it is. You know, if you're looking at this here, I'm actually sitting on the second floor of our hotel right now. So if it looks weird or things seem that they're coming from down, it's because I'm just chilling up here, and the sun's peeking itself around the corner. I'm trying to get a little bit of it. So throughout the night, we ended up on a boat traveling to a fishing village, and we were invited into their home for a unique restaurant experience. And if you know me, I'm not very much of a cook. I've been known to make eggs, pasta, cereal. But we were cooking different cuisines today. Fresh spring roll, fried spring rolls, made banana leaf salad with mango. There's just a number of different things out there. Grilled fish. It was a really, really cool experience, and I have to hand it to them for creating that experience. But what came out of it was, there were just different moments where at times I felt myself being Nemo. There was a time toward the end of it all when I was just asking people what they did, why they did it. I was curious. Someone mentioned algorithms. I was like, I'm like, what is an algorithm? And like, what is it really? I hear what people say about it like high level, but what is it really? And I bring up all these things here. We don't need to go into too many of the details anymore. But the thing that happened there was, it was a joyful experience for myself. I got to really enjoy it. I didn't have to try and be anyone else for anyone else there. But what really got me was that afterwards, Nicole and I ended up coming back to the hotel. We got a chance to meet up with the people who organized the event and just grab dinner with them. And that was something that was really special. Something that, from going from, hey, we were lost in the market, we got on the wrong tour and everything, to, hey, like if y'all are around, we're going to the place that's nearby where you are, would you like to come and join us? And to be honest, that has been one of like the most meaningful things that have happened to me since I've come out to Asia. The idea, I remember in my first 2 weeks, they said you'll never be invited to someone's house. You'll never be invited as an equal. In Asian culture, and I hear a lot of things that start off with in Asian culture. In Asian culture, like that's just not something that happens. And yet it's happening time and time again for Nicole and myself. And I think it's because of how we choose to show up. I think it's because we show up as ourselves and we decide to just do what makes sense in the moment for us. So we had a lovely dinner with the family. Thank you both for taking us out there, letting us eat with you and your family. That is a memory that I will certainly never forget. I got to try just a number of different things that just would never have happened. If Sean is watching this here, Sean might say, you know, you did everything successfully, and then you decided to eat at a local a local place. And to that I say, I'm so glad that I did. I'm so thrilled that I did. So I'm going to show you a little bit here around like what I get to see this morning. And the reason I'm showing you this here is that like this street here, it's not like a major street, but it is busy. Today is a labor holiday in Vietnam and China and other areas of Asia. And so a lot of people are off today, but there's still a lot of action that's going on. And the way that I started my day was to come out here. I listen to Tony Robbins' Prime and Exercise, really just to get myself situated for the day. And what occurred was I then followed up by listening to my anthem, This Is Me. And if you were standing right over there, you would have noticed, okay, hold on, let me get that right. There was a taxi cab driver there, and he was probably the only person today that really got a chance to see it. But I dance every single morning. I try and find a public place similar to this, and I just move. There's arms railing, and I'm smiling, and I'm beaming, and I'm feeling it. I'm like, there's some shoulder action. It's a good time. I dance every single morning to like really just remind myself, like, hey, A, life is great. B, you're great. And C, like, let's go have fun. Now, this motion, the reason that I choose to do it publicly, please choose to do it outside. I try not to get in other people's way about it, because that isn't what it would be in service of me. But rather, I choose to do it in a way that's in a public area, such that if someone chooses to see me, or if someone happens to look up, they will be seen. They will see me. And the reason for that there is that, like, I start my day practicing being seen. Practicing being seen as I am, not as a, you know, totally buttoned up person that is come out here and thought, like, done everything the right way, but just a joyful person that wants to see the best in everyone, that wants to start off my day not being afraid to hide back. And so if you've ever worked with me, even for like a half hour or something, you might have noticed that I'm the kind of person that will be at my desk, and then the shoulders will start moving, or I'll start dancing a little bit, or like Margaret Ella knows, like, I've been known to sing. I've been watching that around other people. But there's this aspect there of, like, if when I'm really working, when I'm really in my zone, there's movement, there's joy, there's this feeling of like, hey, we're just making this happen. And I'm finding that bringing that out in my days and being unapologetically myself, putting it out there and saying, look, I am dancing. It is the morning here in Vietnam, and I am dancing. What? I'm not sorry. And what comes from that there has been it's really interesting to me. Because I mentioned earlier that there was a taxi driver who caught me in the act, who was able to witness me in the act. And it was just really great to just see him look up, smile, and send me a thumbs up, you know? Here I am thinking that in some way, shape, or form, like this is some kind of weird activity. And instead, it brings joy to this person. This guy got a chance to, on a way of picking up someone, got a chance to just experience and be a part of my world for a little bit. And if you have watched me, it's one of the things that I say, welcome to my world. I am a leader. I'm not one that's out there just following and waiting to see what the rest of the world does for me. I'm out there creating my world, and I'm doing it with you. And I'm doing it with a smile on my face, with joy, with happiness, right? With power, with possibility, inclusion, authenticity, belonging. This is just how my days go, because I choose to make my world this way. I was brushing my teeth this morning, and the thought came to mind. I'm like, if I had to just sum it all down, it's like, I just want people to choose joy. There's a lot that can happen, but if you can choose joy, wow, what great things come from there. So I'm gonna leave this here because I'm hungry, and Nicole and I are about to go and get some breakfast, and then go hang out at the beach for the day, and hopefully, if it's open, get a massage. But as I'm doing this here, I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking about this mission to bring together a truly inclusive and empowered world. And the way that we do that is through celebrating and valuing the things that make us different. So I just want to encourage you today to find one way to be unapologetically yourself. It doesn't need to be the whole day. For me, I've already succeeded just in doing the dance. And to tell you the truth, to come out here and talk to you. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't have a theme. I didn't wake up this morning saying, I need to make a Facebook Live. I need to go and connect with people. I need to go and share this message with people. That wasn't the case. It just so happened that I had something I wanted to share with each of you. And so I decided to do it. The sun. And so I decided to do it. So I'd like to leave that there with you all here as we go off and start off our day. Maybe you're wrapping up your day, and if you're wrapping up your day, think back to today. What is one moment where you have been unapologetically yourself? What's one moment that brought you great joy just from being you? Because I want to help you, and I want to help everyone. Actually, like my vision is not a small thing. I see a world where everyone is able to contribute in the way that they want to by using their unique gifts and talents and strengths, and being appreciated for it. Not being asked to be labeled, not being put into a box, but in the work that they do, feeling comfortable to bring more of themselves into it on a regular basis. That's it. It's interesting, I don't need people to change careers or to go out and do something drastic and to change the whole world. But I only work with world leaders. I only work with world leaders. And what I realize is that the people I work with lead their world, however they choose to define it. And so I'm going to give you an opportunity to lead your world today. I'm so thrilled that I get to start off my day with you all. Think back, find one thing out here where you are unapologetically yourself and just share it. And if there's not one place that you can actively think of today, that's awesome. Congratulations. Now you have all tomorrow to find one area, one moment, one decision where you can be unapologetically yourself. Hi, love. Is it time for food? Are you ready to come out here? Hey, getting ready for the beach there. All right. That's my cue to go get some food and then go make this day happen. I really appreciate you. Choose joy. Here's to your joyful success and journey on. Peace out and bye.